Hi, I'll be sharing with you the first gift in this book, Dark Breaks the Dawn, by Sarah B. Larson. This is the first gift, which is on page 22. In this scene, the main character, Evelyn, is going to summon her best friend, which is Surin. The main character, Evelyn, is actually a princess. So her friend, she summoned her friend to meet up with her. And this is the scene in it. And the sticky is right here, but it actually starts here. So they put the sticky here. I'm gonna start reading from right here. When the door opened and a page entered the room holding a tray with a white card, Surin nearly closed her eyes to pray it would be for her, but there was no need. He searched the room, and as soon as he spotted her, brought her the tray. She recognized Evelyn's writing, and the tightness that she hadn't realized was squeezing her heart released slightly. Sticky. My dearest Surin, please attend me in my private quarters for luncheon. I apologize if you have already lunched, but pray that you will still indulge my request. You are Princess Evelyn of Edrolin. If you would please excuse me, the princess requests my presence. Surin curtsied. How do you pronounce it? Curtsied? In the general direction of her mother, and then hurried to follow the page out before anyone could ask her to deliver a message to Evelyn or otherwise delay her. So that is the first gift, and so I'm assuming this will be a tray with the note in it. Being a little tray, it's probably also gonna be a little tray that I could also keep like my jewelry in or my keys in. So I'm gonna go right into opening it, and it's in this green packaging. So hold on just a moment. Alright, I have cut it open, because ripping these could be quite hard to rip, so I decided to. So yes, here's a tray, a pretty little tray. Oh, this is pink, one of my favorite colors, second to purple. So it is a little tray that looks like a leaf, which is really cute. And here's the letter for Surin. It's gonna be exactly as you have read it in the book. My dearest Surin, please attend me in my private quarters for luncheon. I apologize if you already lunched, but pray that you will still indulge my request. Yours, Princess Evelyn of how do you pronounce this again? Edrolin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing all these fantasy names correctly, but this is a very cute little tray, and I'll probably use this for my little accessories. And that's it for this gift. I'll be sharing the second gift, which is on page 130 in this nice brownish bag with some of these floral type prints on it, and it feels a little squishy, so I can't really tell what it is exactly, but from the scene it seems like it should be tea, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is gonna be page 130, and from this scene it felt like it may be tea, but the way I'm feeling the packaging, it didn't feel quite like tea. The main character, Evelyn, is gonna be needing some rest, and she was gonna drink some tea. So it seems to be tea from the reading, but I can't tell for sure. So I'm gonna start reading here. I have hot tea ready for you and your favorite scone. Well, it was hot a few hours ago. Now I guess it's teabit tea. Yum. Surin held up the cup. She prepared it long ago. Everlane didn't laugh. Her shoulders sagged forward, and the circles under her eyes were even more pronounced as she crossed the room and took the cup from Surin. The new queen slumped into a chair, took a sip of the cold chamomile and lavender tea, usually her favorite tea before bed, and made a face. I did try to heat it up again once or twice, but I gave up when the fire died for the second time. It's too blazing hot to keep a fire burning tonight. So that ended the scene. It was right here. So it made me think it was tea because of the placement of the sticky. But feeling it, I can't quite tell. So I'm gonna open this. But I want to open nicely, so I think I may need a scissor. I'll be right back. I wanted to rip it nicely, but I feel like if I ripped it, it'll rip the whole wrapping, and I didn't want that, so I use a scissor to cut it open. So, let's see what this is. Okay, is it really tea? Is it really tea? No, there's no tea from the feel of it, but it seems to be some kind of rubber thingy. Oh, it's a little bit of a silicone cup. Oh, this is really cute. I wonder if silicone cups keeps tea warmer, but I can't tell. But it's so cute. I definitely would use this for try this out with if putting in tea here would actually work, if this actually would hold up some tea, or if it would not hold up anything because it's it seems to sag a little. So this is really cute. Look at this. Such a cute image. So I can't wait to use this and see if tea will actually stay warm in here. After I took out this, I decided to check if there was anything else in the bag, and actually there was. Ta-da! There's actually a packet of tea in there. This is the organic chamomile with lavender. So I totally thought there was only this item, but apparently there's an extra item inside. So now I have tea to drink, and I'm gonna see if I could use this for it. And that's it for this gift. Hi, I'll be sharing with you this third gift in this book. This is for page 217, and I am completely confused as to what this little gift is. I can't feel what it is. It's just a small box and there's no sound coming from it. But as I'm reading this passage, I'm like extremely confused as to what could this gift possibly be. So for page 217, I'm gonna go right into it. In this scene, Everlane, the queen now, was with her friend Surin, and they were just having a conversation, and this word just came up. So I'm completely swamped and confused as to what could this gift possibly be. So I'm gonna go right into it. I'm gonna start reading. Okay. I'm gonna start at the bottom here. Okay. Everlane choked on a shocked laugh. Surin, I never said that. When was the last time you told a male that you loved him, besides your father? Everlane winced. Well, never, but he's the one for you, Ev. I can see it in the way you look at each other. Surin suddenly embraced her. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Me too, Everlane echoed, though her mind was only half on Surin. Did she wish to be bound to Tanvir? Was he truly the one, as Surin insisted? All right, she finally said, detangling herself. Enough of that. We don't have time to worry about love and being bound right now. We have to make our grand return to the castle, and then I have to put an end to this war. If we've survived that, then I'll let myself think about everything else. Okay, it's coming up soon. Always so practical, Surin grumbled, and Everlane shook her head as she bent to put on her slippers. I'll go make sure the carriages are prepared. I sent out notes over an hour ago, so they should be here by now. Thank you, Everlane called out as Surin opened the door. She waved her hand in acknowledgement, and then Everlane was alone once more. So, this was right here by the word slipper. This is the only thing in this paragraph that has an object, and it says slipper. So, when I look at this tiny box, I'm like, what is in here that is related to, slipper? Let me, use a scissor and, oh, actually, can I open this without a scissor? Let me see. I'll be right back. Okay, I have just cut this open with a scissor because it was a lace. I couldn't have, and it was stickered on, so there was no way I could have opened this without using a scissor. So let's see. What is in here that has to do with slipper? Okay, I see a little, okay, here's a little cloth here. And, oh, it's a pair of these cute little socks. The kind that you would use on, the ones that doesn't have, oh, okay, it's those slipper kind of socks. Ah, I love socks. And have these nice little laces on it. And those socks. Ah, so this is what it is. Those ballet socks, I think you could call it ballet socks. So that makes sense. Because it said on here, it's a slipper, so these will be slipper socks in a way. Ah, so it makes more sense now. I was totally confused as to, zippers? What does it have to do with this tiny box? So it makes complete sense. And look at this beautiful lace pair of socks. Now I have an extra pair of socks to use. So pretty with all this lace. And, I love it. And that's it. This is the fourth and last gift in this box. This is on page 257. And in this scene, when I shake this also, it felt like possibly a ring. And then when I read the book to this page, it is a ring. This is a proposal. So let me read the scene so you can see how this proposal is being said. I'm going to start here. Why, the night I asked you to be bound to me, of course. The fork clanged against Everlane's plate where she dropped it and stared at Tanver with her jaw half open. He was still grinning at her. Was it another joke? Was he still teasing? But then his janity smile slid away until he was staring back at her, completely serious. I was going to wait until after we finish eating, but I can't wait one moment longer. I know it's fast. I know you're young. I know I don't deserve you for so many reasons. But I also know that I love you as I never love anyone, and I can't imagine my mornings without waking up at dawn to chase you through the forest. I can't imagine my dinner without your smile to brighten even the worst of day. In short, I can't imagine my life without you beside me now and forever. Tanver stood and came over to where she sat. He took both her hands in his and gently pulled her to stand up in front of him. I don't want you because you're the queen or because you've been pressured to provide and hear, or for any other reason except that you love me as I love you. Do you, Everlane? Do you love me enough to bind yourself to me? Everlane could barely see him through the tears she struggled to hold back. Yes, she finally whispered. I do love you, Tanver, and I will bind myself to you. You will? He almost sounded shocked, which almost made her laugh. But then he kissed her, stealing her words and her air as his arm came round her body, pulling her into him. He held on as tight as she could, and meeting his need, his love, and her own as his mouth moved on hers, but also too soon. He broke away and reached into his pocket. She whimpered in protest, and he laughed softly. Patience, I have something I need to give you. And then he pulled out the most beautiful ring Everlane have ever seen. So that was a mention of the ring. And I'm going to read this part because it gives a description of the ring. Tanver, she breathed, speechless once again, as he slipped the ring onto her right hand. It had a thin band with diamonds all the way around it, an unbelievably clear pink center diamond, surrounded by small white diamonds set in a way that make it look almost like a flower. She couldn't stop staring at it. So that basically described the ring, and it should be pretty similar to the one that I am about to open here. It should be a ring. Let me pull this off. And here it comes. Here it comes. Ta-da! So, it doesn't look quite like a flower, but it does have a big pink one in the center. And I think I will wear this, but if I could fit into it. Not my ring, not my middle finger. Let me see if it'll fit my ring finger. Barely. Got it. So it does kind of fit. It fit my ring finger. And it is. I like some of the older ones before from other books, but it's a cute one too. And that's it for this gift. Good night. After I finished reading this book, I found out something really cool about the gift for page 130, the silicone cup. It is not really a cup that you could drink out of, apparently, but it is for a cupcake. I saw the recipe at the end of the book, and this is the recipe for a teaspoon. No, not teaspoon. A single-serving teacup cupcake. That sounds like so weird. Teacup cupcake. Well, here's the recipe for it, and now I know that I could use this for baking. I would definitely use this to make cupcakes. However, I might not use this recipe to the fullest because there's a lot of sugar in one cupcake. So I will definitely do a replica of it, and that's it. That was an amazing book, and the ending was really sad. I was very sad and cried at the end of the story. I was like, God damn it, why does the story have to be like this? But it was a good read at the end. And till next time, and you may see a cupcake coming out of this one of these days. Bye.